Hello, is this Mr. Gambino here with a new stream? In this stream I'm going to be doing my Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Definitive Edition walkthrough part 9. In this part I will be learning how to fly. But funnily enough, there is one vehicle in this game I believe you can fly before getting like the pilot license and whatnot. So I might honestly be doing that. Because I'm still in San Fierro, I didn't go over the Tierra Robot or anything in the previous part. Because yeah, previous part was driving school, so I didn't really feel it was worth going over to the next area in that part, quite frankly. So I'll take my hot knife for now and whatnot, because I did get the gold on all of the driving school lessons, which was surprisingly easier than I thought it would be, to be honest. And yeah, this part's actually going to be a shorter part. I kind of thought I was going to go back to like a normal length part for me, but yeah. I'll be trying to do all gold for the flight school as well. And never know how long that's going to take. So I figure I'll do 5 parts. Or like 5 missions or something just in case. Okay, what's with that motorcyclist there? Interesting, that police motorcycle. And yeah, you can just assemble a vehicle and hop over, and pretty hilarious. And yeah. And yeah, funnily enough, without the license, you can actually fly the Maverick here. As I have shown off earlier in the walkthrough. So I'll use that and then get a little sneak peek at learning to fly, I guess. Like, yeah, maybe it'd be cool to go on the roads, like, show how to get there and whatnot, but, like, that's a pretty, like, typical way to go. Might as well make it interesting with air transport. And yeah, you may notice, of course, even though I haven't been here obviously before, there is a save icon, and that obviously has to do with the calls, and then get over here in that one mission. About to find out who this supposed mysterious character is, even though I obviously already know the answer, because I've played this game previously on other versions. Save on 4th slot for now. And yeah, mysterious characters coming up here. Or actually, I don't think it happens in this mission here, but in another mission.
So fucking welcome, man. What you know about my family?
Now first we need to see what you're made of.
What it look like I'm made of? Pudding?
No, anger.
Sure do look like pudding fool.
Hey, there's a truck in the garage. I say we take it for a spin.
And yeah, for some reason, this first mission is a monster truck time trial.
Speed and commitment. You got GPS in the cab. Get to each set of the map coordinates as quick as you can.
Not sure exactly what the point of this monster truck time trial is, but
and you fail.
First, what's the
Just to show
GPS?
Carl's
Second,
capabilities
fail
somehow.
what? And third, who the fuck are you?
Sorry. Need to know basis only. Oh, one more thing. This
Screw you,
baby's got
phone.
four-wheel steering instead of a handbrake. Good luck.
And yeah, you need at least a time better than 6:30. Do you want a time to like 4 minutes, like 4 minutes, like 20 seconds or something? I think if you want like the maximum money, if I saw correctly on the GT wiki, apparently the money reward does decrease if you take a bit longer. Not that the money is the most important thing, it doesn't necessarily decrease by much, and it's not necessarily much in the first place, but yeah. And yeah, it's like main area here is your Robata. It's one of the like 2 main areas of the desert countryside. But the only other major area for desert countryside is technically Bone County, which I think is more north or something from this area, and it kind of goes into there as well, I think, here. Okay, that was a pretty sick turn there. Yeah, I don't know, it seems really random having to do a like random ass monster truck time trial. Honestly, kind of a pretty boring mission in a way, not gonna lie. I mean, all the missions are kind of fun in my opinion, but it is kind of one of the more boring missions, I would assume. In this game, in my opinion, at least. Obviously, if ever people like the mission, more power to you, but yeah, definitely one of the more boringer ones. Especially considering how many fun missions there are in this game. Well, that didn't go great. Our time doesn't necessarily seem too bad at this point. Wow, are you kidding me, man? Fucking motorcycles in the way. And yeah, fun fact, by the way, I watched Vadim M's, like, San Andreas Definitive Edition, like, how, whatever it's called. I watched, like, the latest Vadim M video, and it basically goes over, like, how shitty the San Andreas Definitive Edition version of the game is. And I mean, it went to, like, small stuff, like weather effects and whatnot. It's pretty hilarious how even something as simple as that, I would imagine, was pretty fucked up. Yeah, definitely learned a lot in that like video about like how grocery games and all messed up this game and whatnot for like the third fucking time now. Since again they worked on like the mobile versions and like the Xbox 360 version. So it's literally their like third shitty version of the game essentially. I would say second kind of. I don't think the mobile versions were necessarily that bad. I think the best ones were probably the mobile versions. So I expect those to be kind of bad.
Okay. Boss was right about you.
Yeah,
Boss will
fool.
be in touch.
Of course, bosses are in fool. I'm supposed to listen to boss man. Your boss man. Is there supposed to be a phone call or something? Because there's no mission here.
Who the fuck is this?
Son, get back to the ranch, and I'll explain everything.
Yeah, back to the ranch. Coral fool.
Can't you just tell me now?
No.
Guess not.
You cannot. It's like literally right here, Carl. Just go like a few feet away or some shit. Seriously, Coral, just go a few feet and then you can get your answer full. Hi, Jack. Yeah, this is where you found out, I believe.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, what the
Yeah.
fuck, man?
But yeah, the mysterious
Hey,
contact was
Torino,
Mike
I told you I'm
Torino.
bad, man. What the hell can I say? I screwed you over.
Calm down, kid.
Just go ahead and kill me then.
Calm down.
Man, you ain't nothing but a fucking
And yeah,
hero
he was
killer
not
anyway,
killed in that
Torino.
helicopter
Sit
or
down.
whatever. In that
Think
one
I'm a drug
mission.
dealer? And
That was a
think you're
decoy, I
crusading for
believe.
good? Do you have any idea what's going on? Any idea whatsoever? Do you? Do you?
Nah, I pay as little attention to things
Nah,
as
Coral is a
possible.
peanut-sized brain, of course he doesn't know.
I work for a government agency. It is not important which one. I will try not to confuse you. Yes, when we last met, I was involved in battling threats in Latin America by any means necessary. That does not make me a drug dealer. Now, the money that we raised, the friends that we won over, have helped us immeasurably in our overseas interests.
Government agency.
Kids like you expect heroes. We're fighting a war
Yeah,
out
what the
there.
heck with that lighting on the stairs,
I'll
though?
be a hero and I'll lose.
Seems to be some
But what
trippy
do we
lighting
have?
on the stairs
Communism in
there.
Ohio. People sharing. Nobody buying stuff. That kind of bullshit. So relax and listen.
Nobody buying stuff that might
All right,
happen.
I'm listening.
Might
know what
literally
kind
be
of
what's
guy
happening
you are.
right now with all
I
the
need a guy
inflation
like you.
bullshit.
To do things I can't get caught doing.
Like what?
I need you to commandeer a truck. A rival agency with a confused social agenda. They got
Yeah,
things that
hijacked. I don't think we're hijacking here is a
Now,
truck.
this is a two-man job.
Or that I'm hijacking here. But we as in CJ and Caesar, I guess that works.
But don't tell him a thing. Remember, I'll be watching you.
That's right, I already chose your contact. Coral, fool, you don't get to choose that shit. Not that there probably was any other better choice than Caesar, to be honest, but yeah.
I got here as fast as I could, CJ.
Yeah, you sure did. How you know I needed help?
Man, you losing it, Holmes. You phoned me a half hour ago.
Well, you forgot
Did?
already, Coral, fool.
Oh,
It was only a
yeah, I
half
did.
hour, fool.
Sorry, man, I got a whole lot on my mind.
Watch where you're going, eh?
Yeah, I don't feel you have a lot on your mind, Coral,
We
but
need to
okay.
jack a truck on the freeway. It's headed to San Fierro.
Okay, I should probably go on the main highway, not the train tracks. That'd probably be a bad idea, because actually I don't think it really, like, directly connects, it looks like. So I'm gonna plan a route there. But yeah. I forgot that I think there was something I wanted to mention with the, like, monster mission. When Coral was asking, like, the 3 questions. And yes, I'm saying Coral is like a meme or whatever. Like a meme name for Carl. But yeah, when he said GPS, it's funny, you know, because this person actually kind of makes a lot of sense, because there's the GPS stuff that they added for the quote-unquote definitive edition, so then it's actually definitive.
It'll be a walk in the park.
Tell Kendall I love her.
Well, he ain't gonna die, Caesar, go the fuck out,
There's a
boom.
rig up ahead.
It's fucking GTA, all this, like, nonsense stuff is so easy. Imagine doing this shit in real life, probably wouldn't be as easy, fool.
Just a little closer, Holmes. What do you think? I'm a Mexican Jimmy Bean closer.
Mexican jumping, I mean, that's pretty fucking close already, Caesar, whoa. Okay, is that some scripted shit or the... Okay, yeah, that's scripted.
Closer, CJ, closer!
There he goes. These are finally Mexican fucking jumping. There, I said you are wonderful. I don't know why I said it, because I know how close I already was. Of course, these are say Mexican jumping. All it has to say is like a piece of tortilla and like burrito and shit. Man, this mission, you're already going back to San Fierro, so this mission goes to
Okay,
two
CJ, let's
different
get this rig back to the
major
garage.
parts of the map. Though I guess technically, the desert countryside area, Tierra Robata there isn't technically a major part of the map, but I think it's obvious what I meant. And yeah, by the way, apparently the agency or whatever, like, Torino's part of, I think I heard he's like a CIA, apparently is what's speculated. I'll say there's no official answer, because I don't think he ever says it himself or anything. But I believe it's speculated he's part of like CIA or something. Because I like the drug trade stuff and whatnot, apparently.
My girlfriend gave me.
I think the professional goes into details of it when he plays like the set of missions and whatever. If I recall right. Based on his original San Andreas playthrough. Not sure about Definitive, I didn't really watch his Definitive Edition walkthroughs for the professional. It's like, yeah, another phone call needs to happen. Oh, Joel.
Here. Now. Don't screw around.
What an asshole.
Yeah, to be honest, Reno is such a fucking asshole. Who was doing that real aggressive voice shit with that voice changing nonsense, and now he can't now because he revealed his bitch ass. But yeah, Torino is definitely one of my favorite characters, no doubt. I just really like his style and whatnot. And I guess I would go on, like, I guess I would use the land vehicle here, whatnot. I'll show what it's like, I guess. I'll definitely show what it's like going on land vehicle. Because that's the helicopter, most people don't tend to use ones early if they don't know about it. You can already use the Maverick in the second airport of the game, the San Fierro one. Or Eastern Beijing International Airport, something like that. Yeah, that's the experience of going on a land vehicle there.
Roger that, big monkey. I got a 13.6
Big
fat
monkey,
vulture
the
that need
fuck,
to
fat
acquire a
vulture,
drowning
what?
baby. Over.
Okay, that last one is
15 by
boring,
the fat moon.
go on
Break your heart.
through.
Over and out. Carl, I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah, I'll
Fat
do
moon
you a
now,
proper
the fuck?
injury, man. What you knowing about my brother?
Relax. He's in prison upstate. D-Wing.
There's
Cell
your
13.
details,
To the
fool.
left, I got a
Cool.
child killer who wants to rip his throat out.
Oof.
To the right of him, I got a white supremacist who wants to eat his
Honestly, I
heart.
wouldn't
Precisely.
miss Sweet, to be honest, I don't care.
Now, don't worry. Tenpenny and Pulaski are really relatively benign.
Sweet
Unless,
maybe and pretty
of course,
boring,
a
and it's
family
been
member of
like
Officer
hella
Pennyberry
kicking
who
ever since he's
threatened to expose
basically
them,
been
but
gone.
you do know all about that, right?
Dang. Hey, man, how you know all this stuff, man? And won't
Because
you
he's
stop?
government fool.
You just don't understand, do you, kid?
He already told you last time, Coral, and dumb fool.
It's all white knights and heroes. We have to make decisions, kid. You know, I try to set bad people on other bad people, and sometimes I let good guys die. He's your brother, but to me, he's just collateral. It's a very delicate decision. Over here, you got all the scumbags inside the country. And over here, you got all the scumbags outside the country. And me and my colleagues...
Man, it's like a border wall, all these outside the country people coming up fucking,
okay?
fucking invading
I
the
need you to head
states
over
and
here
shit.
in the buggy outside. Okay? Okay, let off a flare.
That's the only way these blue fools can fucking win. People know what the fuck they mean.
Hey, don't worry.
It's my opinion on
Just
this.
fine. He gets touched. A prison guard goes home and finds that his wife and kid have been murdered. Everything's
Oh,
under
that should be
control.
sweet.
We'll talk later. Now, come on, get out of here.
It's sweet though, does anyone Kendall should get that. Because Kendall, I wouldn't miss much either, to be honest. I'm kidding though. Kendall's cool, Sweet's kind of a downer though. Anyway, did say what mission this is, but yeah, I think if I remember from GT Wiki, this is the interdiction mission. And oh man, this mission is kind of crazy actually. Because I think you kind of have to use like a rocket launcher and hit like helicopters and stuff, if I recall. It's kind of crazy. Like, yeah, the mission's really fun in my opinion, but like, hitting moving helicopters with an RPG, if I recall, not the greatest thing. Even that first one, having to get used to the controls of it in the quote-unquote definitive edition. And now are you going to San Fierro mission with that police helicopter? That was already kind of a pain, to be honest. And it's not a homing RPG, because I noticed the homing one. And yeah, I noticed one of the Eastern Airport I could have gone, but I like the mission was mostly as intended. For the like authentic experience in a sense.
Jesus, what took you?
Torino,
You know,
where
this
you
is
at?
Bone County,
Miles
the
away.
like
No
other
time for
major
niceties, kid.
desert
Choose the
countryside
vehicle,
area.
grab the equipment I provided, get to that drop zone, and wait for that package.
Okay, honestly, I've already had to go on a quad in the story. I think I've used a Sanchez before as well when showing off one of those missions that was available before the completion of EA Boom Boom to disrupt like the crack, like cocaine, whatever. I'd used the Dune buggy here. I don't really think this one's had much of an opportunity just yet. Bandito. In this, like, in the story of the game so far. And yeah, it was kind of crazy. I literally took like a half a minute, I feel, to decide my vehicle there. But I had to think of it, like, which one was most worth choosing. It's not like it really matters much, to be honest, because you're kind of only, like, getting up with it and whatnot. I don't know, maybe I can use it to get down as well, but yeah, again, I think this mission where you use, like, an RPG to destroy helicopters. A flare on a coral.
That's our cargo, arriving now.
Jesus, will you stop
I
doing
was about to
that?
say, I wish you could kind of use flares in free mode, but you actually kind of can in this game. With a certain vehicle. which will be introduced later in the story. And I feel the rendering was kind of shit there. I forget already.
Shit, pilot says he's got trouble. 2 agency choppers coming in on an intercept. Can you see them?
Yeah.
Shoot
What
them
is
down.
easiest day is the fucking helicopter full Torino. And yeah, you get 40 rockets here, which is kind of crazy. I mean, there's maybe another like RPG here you can pick up as well, if I recall. But yeah, it's 2 already, not being the most useful there. Okay, I got that one. Oh, the helicopter, yikes. Oops, shit. Rip the contraband. Come on, I swear that hit the fucking helicopter blades, but whatever. Ooh, 2 birds, 1 stone, oh yeah. I was kind of just gonna spam, to be honest. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass to line up a shot, kind of. She just went so low for it, yikes. I gotta get shot there. I got it, and it seems I secured the helicopter. And yeah, I don't know, I feel this one does retain the difficulty from the original game. I don't think they dumbed it down compared to certain other missions in the entire trilogy definitive edition. Alright, the contraband must be the blue, yeah, and the green must be destination. Oh, yeah, it's the Popos, right? Oh, actually puts it in your vehicle, so you actually do have to use it. So better like whatever vehicle you chose. Oh, that's right. And yeah, I think there's another one, right? Yeah. Not sure if it's just for the mission or if it's like here in free mode as well, to be honest. But you kind of get extra ones anyways, and start with 40, so I still made out with like a few rockets and profit. As far as I recall, you actually do get to keep these rockets as well in the original game, at least. Okay, honestly, this is actually kind of the best choice, I would say, because you can't like fall out of it like you could with the quad and the Sanchez. I do kind of feel it's the best option available. Yeah, what's been going on the bridge here, it seems. And yeah, Bandito obviously is like the 3D universal version of the Dune Buggy, obviously as it's called in Grand Theft Auto 5.
You spent too long in the sun, moron.
But yeah, Bandito is basically the 3D universal version. Like honestly, I feel the 3D universal one looks so sleek, in my opinion, compared to the HD universe one, in a sense.
Okay, get the package
So I
back
kind of
to
like
Las
the 3D
Brujas.
universe one
Where
better.
are you? You giving me the heebie-jeebies, man.
Carl, I will
And it's called the
always be
Bandito, and I
watching
like the
or
Dune
listening,
Buggy,
or
so they
both.
could technically return it, I feel, in GTA 5, but I don't know if that would even make sense since there's already the regular Dune Buggy. Or not 5, obviously, that's story mode going on. And yeah, it wants me going here. Do I have to be in a vehicle? So, oh, no, I don't, I guess. Because I want to fly the Sea Sparrow. Yeah, this is a location here for a Sea Sparrow, which is really nice. vehicle debuted in Vice City, and it made its return, obviously, as well in San Andreas. And yeah, for 3D Universe, the only other game that has it is Vice City Stories. Because in Liberty City Stories doesn't really have anything to fly, at least legitimately, if I recall. I think Liberty City Stories is like the one 3D Universe game that has like no vehicle and that's been allowed to fly, at least legitimately, without like mods and like cheats and stuff. Because GTA 3 OSS is Dodo, but it's in the form of like an Easter egg and it's not like official flying per se. But if I recall, Liberty City Stories is like the one 3D Universe game besides for like GTA fans stop seeing it doesn't know flying. I mean, more like the mainline entries for 3D Universe, not counting GTA fans, obviously. Alright, $1,000 there. Okay, next mission's already available here. First one so far that didn't require a phone call, so that's for the beginning, obviously. And yeah, like in Vice City, obviously the Sparrow, not Sparrow, but like in Vice City, the Sea Sparrow has a machine gun. In fact, the regular Sparrow is not armed again in 3D Universe, so HD Universe will keep going on. But yeah, obviously back in 3D Universe, as I mentioned, Sea Sparrow is the only weaponized Sparrow. And honestly, I can't believe the Sea Sparrow came first before the regular Sparrow, to be honest. I feel like Sea Sparrow would have made more sense, honestly, with how pretty ice, since it has like the pontoons and it's stuff as like an aquatic like property, similar to like the yacht and all. It's kind of a weird decision in my opinion, this one came first before the regular Sparrow. Dang it, it does work out for those, I guess, who do like the Kasaka approach in the Calprico Heist, because then you can do like the regular Sparrow, you can dunk it into water, and then go into like your boat, and use like a scuba suit and stuff.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Verdant Meadows here.
This history, it's all
This is
lies.
pretty much the
It says Hitler
coolest
killed
property I
himself,
feel in the
and then
entire
we do
game
Jews.
here.
And people believe this shit. Jesus. Well, it makes them sleep better at night, I guess.
Okay.
Hey, man, what did you want? Is you gonna free my brother?
No.
Was he talking
Not
a
now.
conspiracy
And here's a little
theory there, or
newsflash.
what the
I
fuck?
said that to get you to do something for me.
Man, you real fucked up.
But the shocker is, we are going to look after him. Because I
No,
need him
don't look after
alive
Sweet
as much
Fuck
as you.
Sweet.
Oh, thanks.
No, why
After
do you
what
need
you've
him
done
alive
me,
for real?
you
Come
look like you're a
on.
pro now. I got double agents in
Oh,
Panama. I
pussy.
want to put a price on your head. A Russian spy, little fat Boris-looking guy. He's asking for a
Fat
clearance
Boris
to
guy, the
interrogate
fuck?
you. Russian style. Calipers on the genitals.
Ooh.
Feels good. You'd like it.
That ain't nothing cool, man. Just leave me alone. You bad news.
Don't worry about
Well,
it.
don't worry, he's
Russia's
not
got
far
bigger
from
things to worry
Russia,
about
the
than your genitals,
fucking
believe me. Old country don't
Las
give a shit.
Vegas.
You know, we
And,
tried hard to put a lid on it, but that idiot Gorbachev with his little strawberry in his forehead, he gave away the crown jewels. Still, they got their, their boy in the White House. That was nice.
well, that's Honduras, obviously, in this
What you
game.
want me to do?
Now listen, I need you to buy me some property, okay? Shouldn't cost that much. You offer them $1. If they give you a hard time, kill them. I'm gonna need you to start doing some real wet work here for me soon, okay? Enough of this little girl bullshit. Now get out of here.
Yeah, don't want the pussy shit. Coral, come on, let's fly. Wanna fly, like, officially now. Because technically I'm doing it more unofficially with the Sea Sparrow and then the Maverick at the Eastern Airport. But you gotta go to the plane icon. But yeah. I think Verdant Metals there is just a cutscene. It's not technically a full-on mission. But obviously it's a pretty important part of the story. You gain access to the landing strip here. And yeah, there's the infamous Area 69 there. Might definitely want to avoid it. I mean, obviously I do, because that's a restricted area. And yeah, speaking of restricted areas, I think I kind of mentioned it before, but I think San Andreas was like the first game to have like very like huge restricted areas in the game. I was thinking like Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City, I think if you were to get to certain parts of the map early, you could, even without like one level and whatnot. But yeah, in San Andreas, you can't actually go to like certain areas too early, or you actually get a one level when it comes to different like parts of the map. And I think that was kind of a normal thing for the series until Grand Theft Auto 5, where you basically got the like whole entire map at the beginning of the game, even though it wasn't used for the story for a lot of the maps, but until like 10 to 15 missions through or something, at least. But yeah. Like Trevor, you get access to a like airstrip, essentially, very cool. But yeah, like Trevor City gets access to a whole fucking airstrip, which is tight as fuck. And it's a pretty steep price. You need $80,000, so hopefully you didn't spend that much money in the game currently. Except I was able to buy like the Zero RC and then also like the wing car room just fine. And I still have this much money. So it shouldn't be the hugest issue. I think, I'll say if you're not spending too much money, outside the story, then you should basically be good. But as a property bought. And yeah, it has a garage to it, which is nice. Not as big as the one in San Fierro, I believe, obviously, with the garage, but from the main story in Doherty, but still. But obviously, this is the one place where you can store aircraft in the game, which is amazing. And obviously, it's just super huge. This shit's even huger than Trevor's hangar, I think. I think Trevor is like the worst size hangar in the GTA 5, I think. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5, Trevor is the worst size hangar in the game. In fact, I think in at least the original versions of the game, like the 7th gen versions of GTA 5, I think Trevor cannot buy like the Jamal and like the Luxor in his like hangar because it's like too small for those vehicles or something. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. But I think in 8th and 9th gen, Trevor can also buy like the Jamal and like the Luxor. I think it just spawns them like outside. I think it just spawns them like outside the like hangar. But yeah, Trevor's like hangar can fit like a Jamal and Luxor apparently. But yeah, CJ definitely is a pretty good sized hangar. I feel Michael and Franklin ones like they can buy though are definitely huger, I would say, and like Los Santos International Airport and obviously the on hangars are quite sizes. And obviously the on hangars are obviously quite a good size. Honestly, I might store this in here or whatnot. Dang it, there is one just back there. It's literally like right behind here. I think that I got my safe barrel, so it's not bad. So actually, I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, apparently it comes with a motorcycle here, the PCJ, I think, which is practically like the more like sportier like motorcycle in the game. If it's anything like other GTA games, I think it's the sportiest motorcycle in the game. And yeah, I'm looking for some body armor on a location here, I think. I swear I think there's body armor somewhere here if I remember. And one of the like plane wreckages. I swear I think I remember there definitely being body armor somewhere in this like aircraft area. There's a whole another set over there though, maybe some more over here. Yeah, there's SMG in this one, but I do swear I recall one with body armor. And yeah, it's not one dropped by enemies. I can't like get ammo for the one I have right now. But yeah, I swear there's body armor somewhere here. I could have sworn I remember there being one before. I don't necessarily remember exactly which one though. But all I could remember is I think I definitely remember there being one on like a plane wreckage or something. I think it was in like one of the circle things like that SMG was. And I don't know, maybe the like glow can bleed through, I don't know. Is my motorcycle around? Okay, here it is. I didn't even notice I was actually next to it, to be honest. Oh, come on, I swear there's having body armor somewhere. I swear it's like that one in the countryside where I just can find it, I guess. Or somehow they forgot to add it, but I highly doubt it. Swear I didn't see it earlier, but I knew it. Knew there was body armor. But yeah, on to flight school.
So what do you think of our new base of operations?
It's missing something. Maybe a tennis court and a pool would help motivate me better.
Very nice, Cal, very cute. So listen, now, you're gonna have to learn how to fly.
No, I ain't.
Yes, actually you
Too
are.
bad you aren't Michael and has
Set out
a
a series of tests for you.
swimming
because
pool
next
and
time
a
I'm on
tennis
TV,
court.
you're gonna have to prove to me that you can fly. If you're gonna
Too
continue
bad you
working
aren't
towards your
Michael.
brother's freedom.
Coral.
Shit. Whatever, man.
So y'all do in different
Very nice.
universes, 3D and HD. The first one here is Takeoff. Again, you have to do the first one and the other ones to unlock the next one, basically. So you have to do them in the exact order. If reverse Corona. And yeah. Something I heard about its version is they did actually make the planes slower. I could be wrong, but I think I heard they actually made the flying slower in the game, unfortunately. Okay, 98%. I'm assuming you need 30 seconds or something for 100%. And yeah, the rest in here actually has some machine guns on it, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's basically the 3D universe version of the P45 Dakota, I think. Ah, what the hell? I got 31 last second. That's bullshit. But yeah, I think P45 Dakota in GT Online, I think that's basically the HD universe of the. I think that's basically the HD universe of the Rustin, I think, is the P45 Dakota, if I've heard correctly. I think both do have huge propellers in the front, if I recall. Damn, it's my 30 second. Right, there it is. 29 seconds, 100%. And yeah, land in the plane. Right, 100%. Pretty easy 100% for that one. Other one was too, just needed not do so many adjustments. But key to getting the 100 on the first one, in my opinion, is not doing that many adjustments. Once I didn't do that, I got the 100 basically. Circle airstrip. And I think it's like the driving school ones, some of those ones where you can choose clockwise or counterclockwise. I'll just do clockwise. 96. I'm assuming 1 minute will be the goal. Oh, that was quite the improvement in 4 seconds. And by the way, I didn't bank at all on that one with the like rudders there with the L1 and like R1. I was just purely like using the stick, I think. So you don't even have to use the rudders. In fact, it's probably like more of a hindrance if you use them, I feel. So my recommendation for that one is probably not to do that. Even though it says use the rudders, you probably shouldn't. Circle and then land. That didn't work, I guess. Alright, this time I got a good setup in terms of altitude without having to go out my way for that. It looked like. Yeah, it's a bit slower than expected there, but every less than was 100, so that might be fun. For like 58, I think. Okay, damage penalty, okay. That would have been 95 without that. right now, at least. And yeah, the reason I probably only got 95 if I want damage penalty and take out, I assume, is because it ended up being more in the middle, I assume. Bro. I was surprised that one was 95. Yeah, I need to get there a bit quicker, don't know. Yeah, if it's about getting it quicker, then it's not really better. In fact, it's kind of worse. But maybe it's not because of how like slow I got there. I don't know. Well, I kind of touched the ground there because I was getting annoyed there. Oh, great! Come on. This one's kind of a bit. Well, I would have got 95 anyways, even without the corona. Like, what? Whatever. This game's so sporadic with this one. Okay, this time actually seems kinda good so far. 57 on that, that's kind of my best on this particular lesson so far. Yikes, I hope that doesn't count as damage penalty. What the hell, come on. Ah, man, I swear it's probably the time, I assume again. Hard to do it much faster, I feel now. But yeah, I'm not sure, I'm just trying to be on the runway as much as possible there. And yeah, eventually it kind of automatically pick off, so I don't know if that's better or not. Probably not, I assume maybe that's actually slower. I don't know. Oh, that missed? Come on. That was like the first time I actually missed one. It's actually kind of pretty lenient, I feel, usually. Wait, how did that count as a 100% damage penalty? What? Did I not have the landing gear down, or what? Again, man, come on. I don't know about, 53 here, 4 even. How did I even get a damage penalty from that? The fuck? I didn't feel like a damage penalty. I mean, the slightest I expected that, but like, I feel the landing wasn't that bad, and it seemed as hard as the game claims it was, at least. Ah, come on. It's been pretty lenient earlier, but whatever again. I swear it was more lenient earlier, Phil, but whatever. As far as some sort of damage penalty in this game. I feel that's actually a good one as that for the landing thing, of course. Or 115 there, maybe could have done it if it were in the middle. It's crazy. My PS5 is going crazy right now. Where it was, it's... $115.95 as well. What the fuck do you get the extra 5 from? No. Oh, come on, that's bullshit. I feel like no matter what time it is, I don't 95. What the hell? Looks like I never got to do the landing gear there for that moment. But that probably don't matter anyways, because they always get the same time they're fucking wet. Okay, so now I'm gonna like center circle or something. I feel like I landed in it already before, but whatever. Alright, finally, 1:13, so it does seem to be kind of like under 1:15 seconds, I'm assuming. I assume it's under 1 minute 15 seconds, that basically gives you the gold. That's what I assume at least, but yeah, finally I'm fucking done with that one, holy shit. That one was more annoying than I expected it to be honest. Alright, helicopter takeoff. This one you get to use Hunter, which is pretty cool. I like how all these you actually get like weaponized aircraft so far. I think all of them do actually use weaponized aircraft. Tuesday night. Let's main level off. What? Oh, I gotta go towards here. So I'm gonna take a bit. Just kind of learning it so far. Oh, okay, that was already gold, yes. Especially after the last one, thankfully. Landing in a helicopter. But yeah, GTA 5's flight school, I believe, does not have simple, like, take it off and landing for helicopter and just plane, I think, so. Yeah, there's definitely quite simple ones in this flight school, I'd say, even compared to GTA 5's. And yeah, little trick, by the way, you can actually do like L3, you can do like your left stick, click it, and then it will actually like do an auto like stabilization kind of thing, which is pretty helpful for landing on the runway there. So that's probably a good tip to know if we're getting the 100 there. Destroy targets. And yeah, there's the rockets, and then there's the guns. Guns are homing, the rockets you need precision for. So 2 moving cars. On runway. Okay, I got the 100 there, yeah. Yeah, I was kind of doing X and square. Not X, but cross and square for a moment. Until I realized that obviously it's the definitive edition. Not the like original versions that use like X and whatnot. Or a cross again, because it's PlayStation and it's shapes and stuff. Loop-de-loop. If I remember, this one's actually kind of surprisingly hard, because if you like don't set it up properly, I think it like instantly fails if I remember. And yeah, this one gives you a boring little stun point, unfortunately. Not a cool weaponized thing like the other ones. I just don't remember the greatest. Alright, 100 and easy 100 again. Barrel roll. Again with boring ass stun point. Ending with non-weaponized shit, kind of trash, in my opinion. You know. As soon as I hit ground, I push and hold out leftward to do barrel roll. What the heck? What? How? How did I get a 100% damage penalty? But alright, maybe it was this one. Maybe it was that one. I was thinking of that is surprisingly difficult. Tunnel spray. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, there it goes. I don't know why the other one gave me a like 100% damage penalty and whatnot, because I literally went through him, but whatever. Anyway, if it has spray, does that mean it's a crop duster or what? Because I feel like it's a stun plane. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I didn't necessarily know that I actually had spray, but of course, because of the help indicators being on the screen all the times, it showed that you can actually use a spray on it. And yeah, land on target. Fun fact, by the way, the parachute in like demonstration thing, I think, is actually the beta parachute. parachute was supposed to be that like bluish model. Apparently in the final game, it's more of like the reddish one in the final game. And aside for this, I think in one of the missions there is like an NPC that does use the beta model as well, I think. So it's interesting. The main model was this apparently, but there's still a couple instances of it in the final game even. Not sure why they would have changed it, but yeah. I don't know, I think the final design is definitely a lot more realistic for a parachute now, to be honest. Wait, the point of shoots R2, it's kind of weird in my opinion, but okay. Hot damn, not render distance, yikes. My god. Guess this awesome's a great demonstration for the, like, shitty fucking render distance of the game. That shit was like hella deformed from afar on there, obviously. And yeah, I think you have to land pretty good, if I recall, for the 100, obviously, in like the middle of the target, obviously, as you would expect. Similar to like the parachuting in Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah, obviously I played through story mode again recently because of the PS5 version, so that's why I'm very familiar with GTA 5 again on the story mode. '81, what? Bruh. Position score 100 overall. I'm assuming that's because of the time? I don't know. Okay, that's all of them. And I think I got up to silver there. 81 is definitely silver, I think. But yeah. Line skill upgrade. Pilot license obtained. Yeah, arena calls.
Hello?
Or
Carl,
whatever.
it's Woozy.
Oh, it's Woozy.
Hey,
Okay,
Woozy,
never
man.
mind.
What you been up to?
Come along and see for yourself.
Oh
I
shit.
got a little business proposition for you. Come over and see the setup, my friend.
Okay, for sure. I like that.
Like it? You're gonna love it.
Oh,
It's the Four
damn.
Dragons Casino in Las Venturas. I'll see you soon, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, there's a mission there now. And yeah, Lost in Curse opens up now, like officially in terms of like a mission. So that opens up the final area of the entire game, basically. And yeah, as you notice, that like Four Dragon icon's not like a yellow now. Because obviously in the other area was mainly like red, and maybe there was another different color. But yeah, I'll go for the vehicle rewards, I guess, when I have the 100%. And the looks like you're just landing on the ground with a parachute, whereas in GTA 5, for example, there's the one on ground, and then there's the like moving target like flatbed one in that flight school. Just for comparison's sake. Oh, that's a bronze. Okay. Guess that makes sense because I'm assuming you need 100% for the gold. But yeah, look at that shitty render distance, man. Like, yikes. Even over there, it can like already right in front of my ass. Oops, I was doing X. I was doing cross there, yikes. Might not even make it, I don't know. Alright, got it there, 55 seconds, and I got a middle there, 100%. Second try, not bad. Good to easy gun first try now. I was just a bit slow last time. And that should get me to Hunter, which is nice. Jeez. Takes a while for these things to render, it seems the fun. Alright, yeah, it's all 10 on gold, so it should be a Hunter now. And yeah, obviously I wanted a Hunter. The rewards for the flight school are definitely super helpful. Obviously, the ones for driving school aren't necessarily that significant, but the ones for flight school is especially quite nice. I mean, bronze is the rust and silver is actually not that useful. I think silver is kind of like the stun point or something, which isn't really that helpful. But obviously, gold for that hunter, hell fucking yeah, hell I wanted that. Oh yeah, and it's actually gonna be my final save, but again, let me make sure the vehicles want to show up and whatnot. red bleeding through the fucking building and stuff. I assume that's not a problem in the original game, so good job, Grocery Games Welcome Studios, totally not being sarcastic there. Like, I might need to reload, since these things don't want to spawn and things. Or that might not help at all, even. Wow. Oh, okay, here, this is... Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, I think for all bronze here, you get the Rustin. All silver here, you get that stun plane, crop duster, or whatever, which in my opinion, silver is the most boring reward. So funny, actually, I think this silver is kind of the most useless reward for driving school and flying school. Because bronze for driving school actually gets you like the Super GT or something, which is actually required for the like export and import, so that one's at least useful in that regard. But in my opinion, the middle reward, the silver, so far has always been the most trash one, surprisingly. Because yeah, this one's the one non-weaponized vehicle here, which very much limits its usability, utility, and all that. And obviously, gold here is the literal hunter. Totally worth getting the hunter and gold there. Because that'll be useful later on for the 100% completion. Like, yeah, I believe you can steal a hunter in this game in, like, the east. But yeah, I think somewhere in the eastern, like, Bajan docks or something, you can steal a hunter if you didn't want to go for all gold, so at least that's an option. In this game, whereas I think, like, Vice City, you have to complete the whole entire, like, main storyline for the hunter and whatnot. And then also you kind of want to get that, like, police outfit or whatever, I think, to get in the military base, no problem in Vice City. Yeah, this game conveniently has a very easy way of unlocking it with the flight school. Like, literally, for me, it probably took, like, less than an hour to get the gold on all 10 lessons, so if you're dedicated enough, you can definitely do it. My opinion, the hardest one was definitely the, like, circle and landing. That was definitely the hardest one, I would say. And that one was mainly just because I wasn't doing it fast enough, it seemed. So if you can get it faster than me, like, easily, without multiple attempts and whatnot, then yeah, that one can even go pretty well, I imagine, too. But I don't know, I do really want to take the, like, Nakota for a spin, and then also the Hunter. I'm not gonna bother with the stun point though. Yeah, I already have a safety save just in case, because honestly I saved to get the vehicles to spawn, because they weren't there at all. I mean, I don't know, they were kind of already shown off, to be honest. Interesting. I don't know, I kind of want to, like, see how, like, effective it is, kind of, like, just fuck around with it a little bit. I mean, obviously this one's a plane, so even though it does have machine guns, it at least makes it, like, the most useful plane now, for the most part in the game, aside for one other one still coming up. Because it's a plane, obviously it's more limited. Oh, wow, during the crash, they're even getting much effective stuff there. Whoa. honestly, even with the guns, it's not necessarily going to be that awful for the resting. But still, definitely more useful than the silver stun pointer. And my hunter didn't spawn apparently. Wow. I did save after the gold, right? I think I did. Thought I did. Yeah, I did. Come on. And now the stun point's all gone? What the fuck? Ah, that's irritating. I don't know why my motorcycle is not there. Okay, this actually has quite the agility, I feel, surprisingly. Might actually be kind of a faster plane than the Dakota if you're looking to get the point A to point B in a quick manner and whatnot. Not the radio wheel, that, right? Yeah, fine goes quite the way up from all that, but it definitely still can be improved. I'm not gonna go for improving it all the way. I don't really see much of a point in that one. Whoa, okay, whoa, yes. I felt that was a lot of fire, actually. But yeah, practically the most useful vehicle, in my opinion, in the game here. I just unlocked the Hunter, FH1 Hunter in GTA Online, but it's just like a regular Hunter in like all the 3D North games. Vice City, San Andreas, and then Vice City Stories, at least for the ones you can actually pilot it. I know GTA 3 doesn't have that at all, but Liberty City Stories might, I forget, but not like controllable per se. At least in legitimate gameplay. Oh, very easy way to get quick stores there. Then why not build its aircraft got me 2, then 3, then 4, then. And yeah, I am kind of trying to get a 1 level just for fun of it, I feel. Because yeah, I think if you use the machine guns, you don't typically get a 1 level. I think both in Vice City and San Andreas, the machine guns is a pretty good way of taking things out, but also not getting a 1 level. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if they nerfed the like rockets or not. I kind of have a feeling they nerfed the rockets, to be honest, with like the speed and shooting that. Could be wrong though. Oh shit. And yeah, I'm not gonna go for 6 stars because there is something in terms of like achievement trophy for achieving 6 stars. I just kind of want to mess with them, work around with them there a little bit. Actually, I want to see the interior of this because they might have actually updated the interior in the quote-unquote definitive edition, something that might be definitive. But yeah, I don't know if those like plain pictures are in the original version of the game. And if they are, then I assume they're at least a bit more detailed in a sense. So again, like with a lot of the other like interiors, they seemingly added more like detailing, which is kind of nice, and it's actually kind of definitive. Can't tell if there's much of a significance to it in this game or even GTA 5 or anything. I don't feel these look all that familiar. I don't know, I feel the one on like the bottom right there kind of makes me give a GTA 5 kind of vibe or something. But I'm not the most sure. I feel like they're all like the same plane. It's probably just like random plane pictures or something, I don't know. Yeah, and his stream should be successful here. But yeah. But yeah, I know this one was a shorter stream and all, but yeah, I didn't really want to get too far into the game or something. But yeah, next part will actually be another short part. I'll probably just be doing the rest of the desert missions in the game. I think there's 9 desert missions in total, and I basically did 5. The first 3, which were more traditional missions, and there was the vertical cutscene and learning to fly, which kind of counts as the 5th mission. So honestly, next part will probably be a short one, even shorter than this one, because I won't have like all kinds of gold medals and whatnot to achieve like I did in this one, which can take a lot of trial and error, like it did for that circle and landing especially. And I will say there is a pretty infamous mission, like in a kind of very like good way that is coming up within the next few missions I will be doing in the next part. That has to do with like one of the 3 mission challenges in the game. I think it's pretty obvious what I'm referring to, but I'll say more on that next part. And yeah, apologies for like a few days of wait. I did kind of want to do this a couple days ago, but the Max Payne like 1 and 2 remaster announcements that kind of pushed it back. And then I did my Red Dead Online like event month like video thing like a couple hours ago, like a few hours ago. And quite frankly, it's kind of hard to want to do it, to be honest, because Red Dead Online is getting hella neglected by Rockstar. Hashtag save Red Dead Online. I very much agree with that, to be honest. But yeah, next part will be part 10, obviously, and finishing up the like desert like, countryside missions. I'll probably call it like into Las Venturas. I didn't go for into Tierra Robata in this one because technically I unlocked it before the driving school. Plus, I don't feel it had as good of a ring to it as like into the countryside did. And yeah, I know that was a lot of like oversharing or possibly, but that will finally be it for this stream. Hope you enjoyed.